Hey, so I received this request asking for some more advanced techniques that you can start playing when looking at the 736. So if you're ready for more complex 736 options that you can start playing today, then this video is for you. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy KB Banks with Kingdom Keys Nation. If you're ready to start growing as a gospel musician, then let's go ahead and get started by hitting the subscribe button, and don't forget the bell notification so you do not miss out on any future videos. So last week we laid the groundwork for how to form the 736 progression. It was definitely a great foundation for the movement, but I know you guys are ready for some more. So let's go over to the piano. So when we played the 736, we said that we would do the 7 as a minor 7 flat 5, the 3 as a 7 flat 9, and then you get to your 6, which is could be a minor 7. Okay, so we said. So what I'm going to do, let's play around with that. So we have that, but let's look at how we can approach our chords. Remember, the secret sauce to gospel is how you approach your chords. So this chord, I look at this, it's an E flat minor chord. So I know I can play this chord in different inversions. In fact, not only can I do that with my left hand, let's actually do some stacking on this chord. So I can do something like this. Okay. Now notice in my left hand when I played that chord, I just stacked this whole chord. I'm playing rootless because it's implying that the F is there on the bottom. But let's do something else to this chord. One thing that we can do, I want to change this E flat. I'm going to take it up to an E. As you see, it kind of changed the color to this chord. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, we got this E flat minor, but I want to do something. I want to approach this chord by half steps. I'm going to climb up half steps, okay? And that's actually what I'm going to be talking about in this lesson here, dealing with the approach. There are several different approaches that you can take to your chords, and that's what I'm going to be dealing with in this lesson right up here. But what I want to do, I'm going to say this, E flat minor, I'm going to approach this from a whole step below, all right? So I got a D flat minor, climb up to a D minor, to an E flat minor. So it's gonna sound like this. Okay. We can also do something like this. Or, yeah, I like that voicing better. So, all right, so here's what we did. So that chord here, what I'm doing a spread voicing on this left hand, C, G, and E. Right hand is still that E flat minor chord, but I approached it from a half step below, or get a, if you want to, it's up to you. All right, so now what am I doing here? Mind you, I am playing off of this 3, which is an F7, okay? If you remember when we did the foundation of that chord really is this F7. So when I play this here, it's really playing off of an F7 chord. But I approached this chord a half step higher. So I played an F sharp 7 to an F7. So I went from here. Then I walk up diminished chords, getting to my B flat minor 9, okay? So it's a G minor, a G diminished 7. All right, left hand is G and B flat, right hand is D flat, E, G, B flat. Then I take this chord up a whole step, A and C, left hand, right hand E flat, G flat, A and C. Okay. And that's melody. Hit that E flat up top. Then this is the chord that I land on, left hand. This is a nice spread. If you don't have this, it does B flat, F, A flat and a C in the left hand. If you don't have that spread, then you can do that right here. That will suffice. But I'll do this in my right hand. I got an F, A flat, C, E flat. Okay. But I like this because it keeps that 9 in there. The sound of that B flat 9 if you play it with that C there. But as I say, if you don't have that reach, then don't worry about it. Okay, so that whole move it together. All right, there's that one. All right, so let's look at another one. For this one, I'm gonna go like this. All right, that's a fun one. So what I do there? So I'll start off with this C9 sus4, but I'm gracing up to this F. All right, left hand I got a C, G, and D. Right hand is G, B flat, D, and F. So a G minor 7 chord. All right, so. All right. So bouncing off of this F. So I go F, E flat, F. I'm sorry, F, F sharp, F, E flat, F. So it's a trio, so it goes pretty fast. Okay, so. All right. And left hand is still a F, E flat, and A, okay? If you have that stretch, if not, you just do the F and E flat, but I highly advise that A to finish out that dominant sound, all right? So, then I'm gonna do this contrasting movement. So, right hand is going up while the left hand is going down. Okay, that's the movement. So I'll go in F, start on the F. From here I split off to an E and a G. Then I go E flat, F, and A. Then I'm going diminished chords. All right, this is a diminished chord. Okay. Then we go another diminished chord. So we went down by a half step. Okay. Now, the movement really just inverts. You could very well do that. You could do something like that. Make it a 7. All right. Or you could do the other part that I did. I said this. So in that inversion, I brought my left hand down and went back to this F, E flat, and A. Okay, and then I end it here. Okay, so left hand spread voicing B flat, F, and D flat. Right hand, I got my thumb over the D flat and E flat together. F, A flat, C, and then E flat. But that E flat is going to be like a melodic movement. So I'm going to play it, but I'm going to slide to that D flat. Now you don't have to do that. You can stay on the E flat if you want, but that's what I did. Okay, so. Here's one of my favorite movements. It's a descending diminished drop 2 movement. I actually did it in my Total Praise video a while ago. So in that video, I was approaching an E flat minor chord, which I was looking at, say, E flat minor. I'm approaching it from a half step below, which is that D diminished, right? So what I did was I took that chord like that. So I can do the same thing, get into the 6th, which in this case is this B flat minor. So half step below is that A diminished, right? So I can do the same thing. Okay, so I can say, you can take it down as far as you want to, all right? Or, all right. Now that type of concept I got from the Kevin Bond video I did as well. Okay. Use of those diminished chords, how he approached the chords using those diminished drop voicings and things like that. I talk a lot about that within that Kevin Bond video. Okay, so we could say. Here's another movement you can do that's pretty interesting. So we can do something like this. All right, so let me explain that one. Now you may say, hold on, that didn't look like a 7/3/6. So what we did was we did our 7 chord. I did my drop to diminish chords. But then I played this B chord. Now B, that would be the flat 7. So where did I get that from? This is actually a tritone substitution, okay? So with this tritone substitution, I know that I'm going to a 3, which is an F, but a tritone apart from that F is a B. So instead of playing the F7 flat 9, by simply changing the bass, it formed a B7 flat 9, okay? So I said, all right, with that B there. So here's one that I really like that could be pretty colorful, all right? That sounds like this. Okay, I'll do it again. Here it is. So we got, okay, so what's happening here? So this little movement is melody, C, D, melody, and then I land on this E flat major 913, but it's really a C minor 911 because that's the 7. So I'm playing this rootless. Okay. That's the chord there. Okay, so in my right hand, I'm really just playing a B flat major, add 2. With my left hand, I'm playing a E flat major 7. So, okay. Then we got our F7 spread voicing that we've been using. But then I come here to this A, D flat, E flat, and A flat. And I walk this melody down. Okay. Look just like that. So, and then I land on my C minor 711. All right, still got my thumb covering that D flat and E flat together. Okay, or if you want, if you got that spray, put that C in there, make it a 9. All right, 911. Okay, so here it is again. We got here we go. That in there. All right, that could be pretty fun. Try that one out. So all of these can be used to create some more variety and spice up your 7/3/6 movements. Speaking of which, I have some more passing chords coming up right here for you, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. I'll see you on the next lesson, family. Peace.